Let's explore row-level security. It is a fine-grained access control in database systems. Row-level security, or RLS, is a database security feature. It controls which rows in a table a user can access based on their identity, role, or execution context. It restricts data access at the row level. It enforces security policies transparently. It centralizes access logic in the database. Let's discuss the benefits of row-level security. First, it provides enhanced security by giving granular control over data access. This ensures users can only see rows they are authorized to access, even if they have table-level permissions. Next, it simplifies application logic by centralizing access control in the database, rather than in the application code. This reduces complexity and potential security gaps in applications. It also helps in multi-tenancy support, enabling efficient data isolation in multi-tenant applications. This allows multiple customers to share the same database tables while maintaining data privacy. Finally, it can help with regulatory compliance. It helps meet data protection regulations like General Data Protection Regulation, Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, and Sarbanes-Oxley by enforcing strict access controls and providing audit trails for data access. Let's take a look at the different implementation approaches for row-level security. The first approach is the view-based approach. This creates filtered views of base tables that only show rows the current user is authorized to see. This is simple to implement but can lead to view proliferation. Here is an example. Create view, HR. Employee data, as select star from HR. Employees where department ID equals select department ID from HR. User departments, where username equals current user. The second approach is the policy-based approach. This defines security policies that automatically filter query results based on the current user context. It is more scalable and maintainable than view-based approaches. Here is an example. Create table accounts. ID as integer, manager as text, contact as text, client data as text. Then enable row-level security on the table accounts using the command alter table accounts enable row-level security. Then create policy account managers on accounts using manager equals current user. Let's implement row-level security using Postgres structured query language. Here are the basic implementation steps. 1. Create a table with appropriate columns. 2. Enable row-level security on the table. 3. Create security policies defining access rules. 4. Test with different user contexts. Here is an example implementation. Create a table for customer data. Create table customer data, ID serial primary key, customer ID integer, region text, data jump. Enable row-level security on the table. Alter table customer data enable row-level security. Create policy for regional access. Create policy region access on customer data for all using region equals any, current setting, apt user regions, text array. Let's take a look at how Structured Query Language Server implements row-level security. Structured Query Language Server implements row-level security through security predicates and security policies that filter rows based on execution context. Key components include security predicates, which are functions that define filtering logic, security policies which apply predicates to tables, session context, which stores session-specific values, and support for both filter and block predicates. Here is an example. Create schema sales. Create table sales.orders order ID integer, sales representative system name, customer system name, amount money. Then create predicate function. Create function security.function security predicate at sales representative as system name returns table with schema binding as return. Select 1 as result, where at sales representative equals username open parenthesis close parenthesis or username open parenthesis close parenthesis equals manager. Then create security policy. Create security policy security.salesFilter. Add filter predicate security. Function security predicate sales representative on sales.orders. Oracle implements row-level security through Virtual Private Database, or VPD, which transparently adds where conditions to structured query language statements. Key features include policy-based access control, application context awareness, column-level security, and dynamic policy switching. Here is an example. Create or replace function auth orders, schema_p in varchar2, table_p in varchar2, return varchar2 as return_val varchar2 open parenthesis 400 close parenthesis. Begin return_val colon equals single quote sales_rep equals sys_context open parenthesis single quote, user environment single quote comma single quote session _user single quote close parenthesis single quote. Return_val semicolon and semicolon /. Begin dbms _rl. Add _policy, object_schema equals single quote sales single quote comma object_name equals single quote orders single quote comma policy_name equals single quote orders policy single quote comma function_schema equals single quote security single quote comma policy_function equals single quote auth orders single quote comma statement _types equals single quote select comma insert comma update comma delete single quote close parenthesis semicolon end semicolon /. Let's discuss the best practices for row-level security. First, use database native solutions by leveraging built-in row-level security features of your database system, rather than implementing custom solutions in application code. This centralizes security logic and reduces risk. Next, keep policies simple by designing security policies that are simple and efficient. Complex policies can lead to performance issues and are harder to maintain and verify for correctness. Next, monitor performance impact by regularly testing and monitoring the performance impact of row-level security policies. Implement indexing strategies to optimize filtered queries and avoid full table scans. Next, implement comprehensive testing. Test row-level security policies with various user roles and access patterns to ensure they work as expected. Include security testing in your continuous integration, continuous delivery pipeline to catch issues early. Then, document access policies by maintaining clear documentation of all row-level security policies, including their purpose, scope, and the business rules they enforce. This helps with auditing and knowledge transfer. Finally, implement defense in depth by using row-level security as one layer in a comprehensive security strategy. Combine it with other security measures like encryption, least privilege access, and application-level controls. Let's take a look at the challenges and limitations of row-level security. Common challenges include performance overhead, as row-level security policies can introduce significant query overhead, especially with complex predicates or large data sets. There are also policy bypass risks, where privileged users or application vulnerabilities may allow circumvention of row-level security policies if not properly implemented. Finally, maintenance complexity can occur as applications evolve. Maintaining and testing row-level security policies can become complex and error-prone. Mitigation strategies include performance optimization by using appropriate indexing strategies, optimizing policy predicates, and considering materialized views for frequently accessed data. Implement defense in depth by implementing multiple security layers, including application-level controls, least privilege access, and regular security audits. And use automated testing by creating comprehensive test suites that verify row-level security policy effectiveness across different user contexts and access patterns. Despite challenges, row-level security remains a powerful tool for implementing fine-grained access control when properly designed and maintained. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.